Australian mushrooms, they are so good. Look how big these field mushrooms are. I love them because they're meaty and they're super versatile. So I'm going to use them as a filling for a delicious burger. This is going to be a mushroom katsu burger. So katsu is usually done with chicken or pork and it's crumbed in breadcrumbs, but it works really well with the mushrooms. I am just going to take the little stem out of all of them because I want it to sit flush in the burger. So just take them out very easily. I want them to be roughly the same size as my burger bun so they fit in there quite snug. So we'll pop our mushroom to the side while we get onto the sauce component of this. This is classified as a katsu sauce, which is very much like a barbecue Japanese style sauce. Into a pot, we're going to add some Worcestershire sauce and some oyster sauce. This is a sauce that is full of wonderful savoury notes. It goes so nicely with mushrooms. Some vinegar and some tomato sauce. I've also got some sugar and just to bring the whole thing together, a splash of water. So I'll give that a stir. Already it smells fantastic, but you want all of these flavours to mature. Now, while that's bubbling away, let's get on to the crumbing and batter component of this. In this bowl, I have some plain flour. I'm going to add some corn flour and just give that a little mix along with a good pinch of salt, because it not only needs to season our batter, but also our mushrooms. Okay, make a well in the centre. To that, I'll add an egg. And we'll just break up that egg and slowly add in some water. So we want to add enough water to make a super thick batter, a little bit thicker than a pancake batter, because we need this to stick to our mushrooms before it goes into the crumb. Always best to have it too thick, adding small amounts, because you can always add more, you can't take any out. And that is just right. Okay, for our little production line, we'll start with the batter, crumbs, and then we've got some hot oil on standby too. Working with one mushroom at a time, we're going to dunk it into our batter and just coating it all over in the batter. It's a little bit messy, that's okay. And shaking the excess off and then straight into the crumbs. Okay, and coat that in the crumbs and we're going to get a lovely crunchy exterior. It's going to be soft and delicious in the centre. So patting that all over and shake off the excess crumbs and then straight into the hot oil, just very carefully. See, we've got little bubbles, that's a good sign. Now you can see that the mushroom's not completely submerged. That's okay. I'm going to cook it for about 1 minute on the first side, flip it over and cook it for a further minute until it's golden on both sides. Now let's have a look at this sauce. You can see that it's thickened up. I'm just going to cook it for a further 5 minutes to thicken even further and reduce. In the meantime, I might cook another one of these delicious mushrooms. All right, I've just been toasting a bun so it's lovely and warm and we can start building our burger. So on the base, I like to start with some mayonnaise, a generous amount of mayonnaise, all the way to the border. And really sticking to the Japanese theme here, some cabbage that I've finely shredded. Instead of classic cucumber pickles, I'll be adding some pickled ginger. I love the flavour of pickled ginger. Not too much because it is quite strong in flavour. And this is a seasoning, my favourite seasoning of the year is called Furikake, which is a combination of sesame seeds and some seaweed. If you have this, great, add it. If you don't, not a problem at all. Kind of like that umami flavour that you get from the seaweed there. Okay, now on with the all-important mushroom. Look how crispy that is. We'll put that on there, squish that down, and then our yummy katsu sauce. Be generous with it, drizzle that over the top. This sauce really ties everything together. a little bit more mayonnaise on the top. Spread that around. And then we'll sandwich that together. Place that onto a plate. And that is a seriously good-looking burger right there. And there's no meat in sight. If you love mushies just as much as I do, then give this a go. It's a bit of fun, and it's all about texture in here. So you've got crunchy exterior on that mushroom. It's going to be lovely and soft in the centre with all of that delicious sauce and crunchy cabbage. Yum, yum, yum.